Earthlings, and welcome to a really short Soundline vlog, possibly, because the song I'm talking about today is Three-Note Samba, which is one of the few songs I wrote really quickly. The title is an obvious reference to One Note Samba by Tom Jobim, but less obviously it's also a reference to Two-Note Samba by another really well-known bossa nova composer, Louise Bonfa. Jobim wrote One Note Samba after a friend, I believe, dared him to, or bet that he couldn't write a song with only one note. Needless to say, he was up for the challenge, and if you're restricting your melody's range to one note, you've got to make the chords underneath interesting. So an easy way, as I've mentioned in at least one previous video, is just to make the bass move down in half steps. Hang on, that's a different note now. Then we get to the bridge and all hell breaks loose. Just out of curiosity, I looked at the lead sheets of One Note Samba, Two Note Samba, and Three Note Samba, and I noted how many individual notes each piece used, and I found that in One Note Samba there are 2 notes in the A section, as you heard, and 9 in the B section, including the 2 from the A section. In Two Note Samba, which I'll play later, there are 8 notes the first time he goes through the A, 6 the second time, and all 12 in the bridge. As it happens in Three Note Samba, there are 7 in the A, 8 in the B, and 11 total. But in the cases of One Note Samba and Two Note Samba, both composers were constricting themselves to a narrow range for most of the A, but when they got to the bridge, then it's time for some contrast, so they went up and down the scale. For example, the opening melody of Two Note Samba goes like this. So the bridge goes like this. In my case, I was writing a 3-note samba, and when you've got 3 notes, there are all sorts of permutations, and it's easier to play smooth, like this. So when I got to my bridge, I wasn't going from static and staccato to smooth and scalar. I was going in the opposite direction. I was going from smooth to staccato and kind of static, like this. You know, where every note is repeated. The one thing I added a few months after the initial first draft of the song was a thing that happens in some sambas called the partido alto, or the high part, which is kind of an inversion of a normal samba groove, where the surdo, which is like a bass drum, keeps a steady beat. And the higher instruments can syncopate against that beat, like this. But in the partido alto, you take that part I just played with my right hand, the high part, and you give it to the drums. So instead of going, you've got boom pa, boom 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 pa, boom boom pa, boom 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 pa, boom boom pa, and you turn the whole thing upside down, and when you put notes to it, it sounds like this. So that's Three-Note Samba. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like if you like, subscribe for more, especially if you clicked here from Facebook. Now you won't have to go to Facebook to watch a YouTube video. I've got 4 more songs from the recital coming. They're all as different as these first 3. But until next time, Gafaba.